his climb up the welterweight ladder 2 years earlier.
Earnest Hart knows that this is one he has to win. This is a must-do night for Earnest Hart. It's going to be a long road back if Jeff Gripper walks out of here a winner.
Jeff Gripper, on the other hand, has waited a long time. The contenders have avoided him, he says, and that's true. At least it appeared as such, John.
Jeff Gripper has had a record of having some of the strongest hand techniques, strongest punching techniques. His only real setbacks have been when he fought out of his weight division. He had trouble getting fights as a welterweight, so he fought some middleweights. He had trouble with the size advantage of the middleweights.
Gripper almost forcibly had to leave the amateur boxing ranks when they made him a pro because of his karate activity. So he decided rather than go pro boxing with only something like a dozen fights and rated 7th nationally in the amateur ranks, he would go into pro karate. He's very happy he did.
It's been a real good move for Jeff Gripper, and he's a young man with the future.
Gripper with his back to us. Earnest Hart on the right there.
The black and red pants of Earnest Hart.
Gripper has to fight a smart fight, just as he did in his last outing.
Earnest Hart has had a history of being able to rise to the occasion when he knows he has to perform, he can do it.
Gripper fighting Mike Coles for the U.S. title in Columbia, South Carolina, in his last bout. That was last February 7th. He won that by decision. Very impressive fight by Gripper because of his tactics against Mike Coles, who was an excellent kicker.
30 seconds left in round 1.
30 seconds left in the first round now, as the fighters obviously have felt each other out. Neither fighter with a great advantage.
At this point, the round has been an even round. Really, no one has an advantage. It is just a feel-out, kind of get-acquainted round.
You know, Earnest Hart looks in better shape than I've seen him in a long time.
He's trained very hard for this fight. He is in good shape. He weighed 155 pounds, which is the lowest I've seen him in about 3 years.
There's the bell that ends round 1.
An even Steven round. They both had 13 kicks. I had the round even 10-10.
Gripper starting with some side kicks.
Gripper's going to maybe have the kicking advantage. I think he is the better, the more dexterous kicker.
Hart trying to break inside. Still very cautious. Gripper's pretty much staying away from Hart's power.
I'm sure he wants to move away from Hart's strength and hit him on the way in. Move away from him and hit him.
Hart battles his way off the ropes with a good uppercut left. Hart's body is looking a little red where Gripper's been kicking him.
This is the most round kicks.
And in a 12-round bout, those body shots can really count. Exchanging jabs. Round kicks.
The people that fight Gripper talk about the power in his punches, the power in his right hand.
So far, he's been unable to really land one. He tries a looping right that time, but it went to the back of the head of Hart. Hart just getting his 8th kick in here in the second round.
Hart stepped into a jab that time on the way in. He's been running into a few punches from Gripper. If Gripper starts to get into Hart's timing and hits him on the way in, I think that's really what he'd like to do.
Both fighters are so very quick. I think it'd be very difficult to get a spinning back kick away if the fighter was alert.
It'd be very hard. You have to time it. Everything is timing on this. Good flurry then by Gripper.
Gripper went to the body to open up the head. There's the bell. Round 3.
I felt that Gripper had a little advantage in that second round in that he was able to slip a lot of Earnest Hart's attacks and counterpunch very effectively.
Trying to get the left hand in first.
Earnest Hart starting to look a little frustrated. Already early in this fight, he's starting to see
a back kick that had some damage to it.
It had something on it, no question about it.
An overhand right hand by Gripper. Gripper being held and still using the right hand. Hart turning around. Gripper sees the chance. He sees an opening. He's got Hart in his own corner.
Referee Will pulling Gripper's hands away from the ropes. It's not in the rules. You can't hold on to the ropes and kick.
Of course, in a 12-round match, too, if you get a man that's hard to put away, you don't want to throw yourself away either.
Certainly don't want to burn out here in the third round, that's for sure.
Now Gripper's fighting a smart fight.
Hart was hurt, though. The right hand on the chin. That is the one that did the damage.
Uppercut right. Very effective.
Hart still doesn't look to me like he has it all back. He's throwing stuff, but he doesn't have that crispness.
Hart just bulldozing in. Gripper likewise can't afford to get careless.
There's still 30 seconds left in this round. There's still time if Hart is in trouble for Gripper to win this fight here in the third round. Hart seems to be fighting pretty much out of desperation at this point.
He only has 7 kicks. 11 seconds to go in the round as well. If the ring card is correct, he needs another kick, or that point could be disastrous in a close fight.
There he got it. Just barely pulled it out of there.
There's the bell, and a good one for Gripper. There's no doubt about that. Hart, the game fighter, wants that title bad, and Gripper wants to take it as well. The vacated welterweight crown, PKA style.
They seem to have got the bleeding stopped between the rounds now. It's going to be a real test of his corner to see if they can keep that bleeding at a minimum, because that cut's in a very, very bad place. It's below the eyebrow on the lid itself. It's a very dangerous cut.
And it's on the power side, the right-hand side of Jeff Gripper.
That's exactly right.
Gripper is aiming for it. There's no doubt about it.
Blood once again starting to come out from Earnest Hart.
Hart's starting to run, really. He's got to protect that eye. Look out. He's got a good hit on it right there. The blood you see on Gripper is only from Earnest Hart.
Good right hand in by Hart, but it kind of glanced off of Gripper's forehead.
Gripper was leaning down, and that's a tough thing to take, actually, as a punch to the forehead. The eye is opened up once again as Gripper continues to pound away at it. He has 6 kicks in, 4 for Hart. It was that right uppercut that did it, John.
Yes, I believe it. Hart is going to have to kick. He only has 5 kicks at this point. The fighters are wearing the very, very best protective equipment that's available. They've got Everlast gloves.
Gripper finally having to go to the body to try to open up. Hart, as you see there, is having trouble seeing.
But even with the best equipment available, occasionally something like that will happen.
21 seconds remaining in the round. A scheduled 12-rounder.
Hart only has 5 kicks.
There's 6. 10 seconds. 7, 8.
Got him out.
He got it in. But still, that cut looks like a bad one. Hart on your left, trying to survive a very bad cut over the eye. Gripper with his eyes looking right at it. Jeff Gripper at times had to go out of his weight class to try to find competition. Finally gets a shot at the title, and so far has taken advantage of it. Do you think his point total in that last round was enough to make up for the penalty points for lack of kicks in the prior round?
I'd say that probably, based on points, Earnest Hart is still maybe 1 point in the lead due to that 4-point penalty that Gripper suffered in the third round for missing his kicks.
Gripper already with 9 kicks. You can bet your life he's getting those out of the way, and he's got 3 kicks for Earnest Hart here in the 6th round. Like that right hand landed. Earnest Hart with a spinning back kick, but ineffective. Gripper coming inside of it. So far, Gripper has not been able to open up the cut over the left eye.
Hart's corner is doing a good job between rounds of closing the cut, stopping the bleeding.
Uppercut, that's what did it the first time, but he didn't quite hit the eye. It's right on the lid itself, the cut.
Yes, it is.
Step back, step back.
And now it's starting to bleed once again. Maybe that uppercut had enough on it. Enough position on it to begin the bleeding once again. Gripper.
Step back, fight out.
J.T. Wills, of course, saying no clinches in this game. You got to fight out of it. Round number 6. the 12-round World Championship bout. Both fighters now taking some time, pacing themselves. 9 seconds remaining in the round, I should say.
Well, they've got a lot of rounds left to go, and they've set a real rapid, fast pace here early in the fight. They're both finely conditioned, but it's a long 12 rounds.
And can't put Hart right in the middle of the ring is ready to go for round 7. Gripper comes into him. Gripper on the left. It's Hart on the right as they circle around. Spinning back fist. It really didn't land solidly, but it was in good position too. So far, Gripper has not been hurt, except by the lack of kicks in one round. He only got 6 kicks back in the 5th round.
It seems like that Hart only throws full power strikes about maybe a third of the time. The rest of the time, he kind of just lays them out there, and then occasionally he'll really unload with a good left-right combination.
Gripper's been unable to put him away. Hart's been a game fighter after a dangerous cut opened up over that left eye.
Double kick by Gripper then. Kept Hart away.
Push out, fight out.
So Gripper's already got his 8 kicks in this round. Working to the body to try to open up the head. As Hart has been the veteran fighter he is. He's covered up that cut very well.
Don't hold it, let him go.
He's doing a good job. His corner's doing a good job between rounds.
Now Gripper on the defense.
Gripper looks a little tired. He looks a little hurt.
There's the 8th kick now for Hart.
Hart's been able to get to Gripper this time.
Oh, Hart got a left hand in on Gripper. Did it hurt him?
Step back. Hands off of him.
Well, this fight's pretty even right now. Anybody can win it, that's for sure.
This has definitely been Earnest Hart's best round. There's no question in my mind. He looks like Gripper is taking more punishment this time than he's putting out.
Hart is really coming on strong. He feels a surge of confidence right now as well. He thinks Gripper's tired, the way Gripper looks, and he's coming on strong. So the Atlanta crowd starts to get a little worried right now. Round number 8 in the scheduled 12-rounder. Gripper's been unable to open that cut. He's been unable to really mount a good offense about Hart. Hart, on the other hand, has become the aggressor. So far, John Worley, how do you have it unofficially scored?
I've got this fight dead even. After 7 rounds, or after 6 rounds, I've got 7 rounds. I've got this fight even up 65 points apiece.
A beautiful left hand by Hart put Gripper down. There you see Gripper staring up at the referee, J.T. Will. A great left hand by Hart. And Hart is ready for more, despite the fact that that cut is opened up again. Another left hand to Gripper. Gripper's hurt. Gripper spins around. Hart's going to work. He wants to end it right now here in the 8th round. Gripper just hanging on. Hart pouring in on Gripper.
Hart's got to get some kicks in. He's got to throw some
Burt
kicks.
Reynolds is even out of his seat yelling at this one. Gripper looks pooped. He just looked exhausted now as Hart comes in to try to get the points. Try to put Gripper away. Gripper just looking for a way out right now. Back into Hart's corner, leading on the ropes.
Frank, step back. Frank, step back. Continue.
Hart has taken over this fight.
He's definitely taking the momentum away from Jeff Gripper at this point. He's in command.
And Hart wasn't kidding when he told us before the fight, John Worley, that he's in great shape.
He is in great shape. Both of these guys are in great shape, but Hart has taken it away with that knockdown.
Hart looking for a chance to become the first man in PKA history to ever take a title 3 times.
Gripper looks very tired.
Gripper got a right hand that took the water off the head of Hart. See if Gripper has enough. He's going to have to reach back, there's no doubt about it.
Crowd loved it, but it didn't hit.
The crowd is coming for Gripper to come alive. Gripper got a grazing blow with the right hand. Hart with a good kick, a round kick. Another left and a right. Gripper now feels a surge against Hart. Hart ducking under the shot. The cut is opened up once again. Gripper gets a right hand in on the cut. Gripper, an uppercut on Hart. Gripper now has taken over, and the crowd is on their feet. Gripper backing off. Doesn't want to lose the conditioning he did once before.
Earnest Hart is 5 kicks, 6 kicks. He's got to be concerned. His corner has to be concerned about those kicking totals.
Step back, step back.
Gripper has the 8 kicks in.
Both men are tired.
Gripper loses his mouthpiece in the action, but you don't stop him in PKA
Don't stop in a
karate.
championship fight. He's got to go ahead and go through the round without the mouth guard. It's very dangerous to be fighting without that mouth
A
guard.
left hand to the side of the head. Gripper wants to get to the right side. With 24 seconds to cut now, bleeding profusely again. Gripper takes the jab, looks in, looks for the shot, comes back with a reeling left hand, but it didn't have much power.
Push out.
Gripper's mom, you can see her standing up there at ringside. Now the fight, the pace is slowed down. And there's the bell. That ends a great 9th round.
This is just a close fight at this point.
Hart doesn't want to rub that cut on the arm, that's for sure. Oh, a good left hand to the eye that time by Gripper. Every shot to that eye counts with Gripper's eye in such terrible condition. Both fighters trying to get their kicks in. Gripper coming toward us.
And Hart's is being taken care of. I don't really think at this point it's a real factor. If it was going to be a problem, it would have opened up sooner than now. Unless Gripper can really sting it. Standing there toe-to-toe.
Break.
These two fighters have given it their all here tonight. There's no doubt about that.
Just a tremendous
Looks in
exhibition.
good shape. He's got his senses back now after the flurry of punches in the last round. And he looks like he's ready to lead with that left hand. A good left jab. 8 kicks in now for Gripper, 7 for Hart. Hart coming back with a good flurry as Gripper was moving back.
Hart
Gripper
is
looking very tired.
just a tremendous exhibition of desire. Both fighters want this so badly. Neither will quit. It's give and take, up and down for both sides.
Gripper with his hands down. A dangerous thing as he found out from Hart not long ago. Hart with a jab. Gripper with a jab.
Break. Step back. Here we go.
Less than 30 seconds. There you see it. 22 seconds in the bout. In the round, I should say.
Head up. Step all the way back. Continue.
Hart throwing a right. Looked like it came all the way from center
Gripper
field.
setting himself up for the uppercut, though, John.
Continue.
9 seconds.
No holding.
Gripper holding on. Waiting for a rest over in his corner to come back at. There's the bell that ends round number 10. Jeff Gripper and Earnest Hart. Gripper starting with the jab. Hart aggressing slowly, coming in. Gripper's leaving himself open, wide open. It's only with what conditioning he has left that he can stay away from Hart. Combination by Gripper getting in.
And without the penalty, Gripper would be winning this fight. With
Spinning
the
back
penalty.
kick.
I've
There's
got
the 6th kick for Hart. The spinning back kick for Gripper is his 8th kick of the round. We're in round 11.
Let him go.
Gripper's going to have to
Let him
get some
go.
points, though. He's going to have to be a little bit more decisive because there is not a champion, a crowned champion in the ring right now. They're trying for a vacated title.
Neither man has the advantage. Nobody's defending a crown. They're both fighting for the same one.
The right hand, once again, seeking it out.
Push out. Step
Not
back.
sure Gripper has enough. We'll see if Hart does.
My unofficial scoring, Gripper's going to have to win decisively in these last 2 rounds. And once again, the judges all see things differently. They're sitting from different perspectives. Mine is totally unofficial. But the foul, I think, is going to cost him dearly. It's been a war, folks.
23 seconds remaining in the 11th round.
Push back, step back, break, step back.
I think they're both going to kind of just fight as hard as they have to in this 11th round, and then
A warning for pushing the head down. Hart got a good left hand in that time. And there's the bell. It ends the 11th round. This baby could go all the way. Earnest Hart looks like he wants that title, too. He's coming out strong, and he's got the right hand in on Gripper.
Step back, don't hold on.
Hart has enough energy.
oh yes, there's no question about it.
The question is, does Gripper?
I think both fighters have enough energy at this point. The desire alone.
Spinning back fist that did not land legally.
Warning for the forearm. Okay.
He got a warning. No penalty, though. He got lucky on that because if he had been fouled, that could have pulled this fight even.
You so rarely see Gripper turn around with a kick and not know where his opponent is. He is awfully tired.
He's very tired.
Gripper did get a right grazing blow to that dangerous left side of Earnest Hart. Dangerous because that's where the cut is.
Those kicks up.
Earnest Hart has had to win the admiration of this Atlanta crowd. As much as they want their hometowner to win, they've got to admire the tenacity and desire of Earnest Hart Jr.
Both fighters with 8 kicks in. Now it's slung out a right hand by Earnest Hart. He got the right and left hand as they break away. Ernest Hart now starting to pepper.
Step back, step back, step back. Continue.
Ernest Hart would like to take this decisively with a knockdown. There's no doubt with a knockout. There's no question about that. The cut is opened up.
Still throwing the spinning, flying kicks.
Okay, hold. Don't hold.
24 seconds remaining in the World Championship Welterweight PKA title fight. Gripper just doesn't have the energy.
Step back, step back.
Earnest Hart has been well conditioned for this bout.
Let go, don't hold him.
Gripper has
6
never gone
seconds,
12
5
rounds.
seconds. The countdown is on.
Step back, break. Step back.
J.C. Will separating the fighters. There's the bell that ends a fine, well-conditioned fight by both fighters.
Earnest Hart, left jabbing. He pushed the action throughout the 12th round. He probably won that last round. Good right hand that hurt Jeff Gripper. Good short right hand. And then Earnest Hart leaning on him. Couldn't make him go down.
Let's listen to the decision now from the ring announcer.
112 to 116. Judge number 2, 114 to 117. And Judge Clark scores it 113 to 113. A split decision going to Earnest Hart. Third time.
Earnest Hart,
World
new welterweight champion in PKA competition.